What's up, everybody? A Spare with a Gun here from Sleepless Nights with another episode on Space Engineers. When we left off in the last episode, we had kind of, sort of, not really in a roundabout way, fixed the, the glass bridge section, but we didn't really fix it the way I would have liked to, though. And the reason I say this is because we used a new mod to make rounded edges so that it looks like this, which in my opinion looks cooler. I like it, but we had a problem with this corner over here that I'm not sure how to fix, but that may become irrelevant. And why it might become irrelevant is because let's see, where's it left? Open. Is because I don't need to do that. Sorry. Brain fart. There's a walkway right here. In the last episode I had mentioned, would we want to modify the current ship and make it, like, use more modded blocks, basically, because this is all a stock default ship, or would we rather make our own? And so far, obviously, comments show up every now and again, off and on, after stuff's already been uploaded for a while, but for now, it seems like people are kind of leaning towards the build a new ship from scratch and just use a lot of modded blocks. So you might notice my hotbar is kind of loaded with mod blocks. It's basically, if any of you that watch my inspiration series are no doubt familiar, as I'm running through ships, I'm always seeing ships that use these new mod blocks. They're from, I don't remember what mod they're from, but it falls under combo walls in the, in the type list. And there's all these different kinds of blocks. I couldn't even fit them all in my hotbar. I have one set up for basic walls, one for interior walls, and then one for walls with panels on them. But this one also has windows, it has archways, doorways, corner pieces, edges, so on and so forth. My plan is kind of to use each type a little differently, but make this overall the interior design. I'm kind of thinking this grayish block here will probably be... Ooh, what is that? That's supposed to be the floor. But what is that angle? That's... Oh! What is that? Wait a minute. I don't know which way this block is supposed to go, to be honest. Is that floor? Let's place one down real quick. Oh crap, I don't have all the stuff to build it. Okay. Okay, so this one has a weird shape here. Oh, whoa, hold on. Okay, so if I was here... That one side is funky. I don't think that's a... I'm looking at the thumbnail mostly to try and gauge how it's supposed to be set up. Okay, so it has one side that's really kind of weird looking, but whatever. I'm not worried about it. We'll find a way to cover up stuff. Anyways, so... Moral of the story is we're making our own ship. Let's go out here a ways. I want to have some room. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I hit Control. And that's not what I meant to do. New large ship. Kind of trying to look for... There we go. I want to try and keep it level with the grid. That's not level at all. Whatever. Okay, so first thing is first. Let's put... See, like, that's how it's defaulting. And if it defaults that way, then it puts that down on the bottom, that weird side. But if you look at the thumbnail, it does not look like that's supposed to be the wall. Like it... I don't know. I've never worked with this block type before. It's got the same thing. I wonder if that's just a texture glitch. Anyways. Let's keep that on the outside if we can. Yeah, like that. And we'll go ahead and leave that for a minute. Now, one thing is... It's gonna reset every time, isn't it? So, it's almost like that is the wall, but then it shouldn't be the wall. Oh! I have an easy fix for that. Watch this. So we'll do like this. Get it to where that block is facing that way. And now we will get it to where that block is facing that way. Perfect. Now it's gone. No one will ever see it. So we have to think about design, right? We have to come up with how we want everything to look and stuff. I'm still mixed about this floor thing. I don't know if that's the flooring that I want. Oh, I guess that looks like the floor. Yeah, that'll be fine. It looked more like that jumble pattern from before, but no, it looks fine. And is it still keeping that? Okay, cool. And there's also different variations of this, which you can see. There's this one. If this is the main, then 2 is... What is the main difference with this, anyway? So this has a double panel, and this has, like, a center. So if we were wanting to make something a center point, this would probably be a good block to use. I'm not entirely sure what the difference between these two are. They look almost identical. According to the thumbnail, it looks like 3... Ah, there it is. That 3 has a different face that doesn't have the glowing lights. There it is. Crap. So it puts the lights out on the other... puts the lights out on the outer edge. And then 2 has them on the inner edge. And then 9 is our floor and ceiling block, which is fine. And these are basically similar. They're essentially just... Oh no, I guess they're completely different, to be honest. I kind of want to use these for, like, the medic room. Oops. Because they're a whiter color, so it would be more like a lab, which would be cool. And then, of course, kind of like the medieval engineers, we've got the wall idea here. Unfortunately, we can't do the whole press Z and combine the blocks, which would be really fun. So to save on both resources and... Ooh, and then there's these, which I love. I love them. I love them, love them. Now, if you wanted to keep the aesthetic design the same, you would actually need if you were going to use these corners, you would actually need to use this block instead of, like, these. It works either way. I mean, it wouldn't be a huge deal, but just keep that in mind. So what I'm planning is having these big blocks be the actual frame of the ship, and then using these interior walls for, well, the interior to cut down on cost and stuff. So I don't really have a design in mind. I'll get that right out there. I'm kind of open to suggestions. I don't really know what I want to do with it. I'm kind of just going to be building a little bit. And let's do this. And I'm going to put one of these up here, I think, because eventually I'm going to replace this. Well, actually, I could do that right now. Since I'm not really using a lot of the resources. So let's get rid of you. I don't know if I can, I don't know if I can bump the landing gear, or not landing gear, if I can bump this or not. Like if it works the same as a station. Actually, I should build this as a station and then convert it to a large ship, and that way it wouldn't float away or something. Actually, I'm just going to completely upend my plans, by the way, because I just thought of something. The most important thing for building a ship out in space like this is gyroscopes, right? And to get gyroscopes, we need power. So to do power, we should probably start with the engineering room. It's not going to look real pretty right off the bat, but it is something that we should do. So here's my plan. Let's go ahead and use these. I want to use these for engineering. So we're going to clear this taskbar real quick. Mostly because they just look very engineer-y, like with the yellow color. And then we'll use these. Yeah, and then we'll do interior walls too. So let's start with you. What do you look like? Okay, so if I did this, it's gonna put that weird block on, yeah, on the back end. Which actually should be fine now that I'm thinking about it. We should probably always do this. That way it's keeping everything facing the right direction, all the faces will be set up correctly, and then we also will cover this up with another layer. Okay, now hold on. I'm thinking about this going, if I'm gonna put another layer of like standard block, right? If I'm gonna put block on the outside to cover that area, then should I just do walls? Like interior walls the whole time? Because let's 48, 18, 20, 74, or 2, 5, and 11. I mean, that's a big difference in materials. So let's see. Let's actually do two different versions. So both of these are walls. Let's say that's the hull on the outside, right? Now, if we did this. Okay. And then we did the flooring like this. Yeah. Yeah, that could work. That could work. Alright, so new plan. We're gonna do walls here. I'll leave some of those little nitty-gritty ones for the moment. Pipe wall. We're actually going to need some of this stuff. What is this? Interior console. First aid. Fuel station. I really like this block. This is pretty cool. And ooh, that one's also very cool. Let's go ahead and put one. Ooh, let's make. Here. I know I'm being kind of scatterbrained. I apologize for that. It's mostly because I don't really have a design. Oh, and if we're gonna do a design, we should probably get the main attraction in here, shouldn't we? And This thing is so freaking expensive, but I really kind of want to use it. Mostly because it's one of the biggest reactors in this mod, in the game, really. That you can look through, and it's like highest is reactor component is probably the fusion reactor here at 5600, but then this requires 1600 arc reactor components, which is something else entirely. Let's do a comparison. Which one? How many blocks do I have here? 3. So this is basically like a 3x3, I think. Oops. And then this one is bigger. Now there is one other one that I just noticed that I'm not sure how it adds up. Okay, that's an extended engineering advanced reactor. But arc reactor just sounds epic. So I'm gonna go ahead and place that there. So that's our main attraction at the moment. So now let's tab back over, and we're gonna put a floor around this, kind of for starting off, so that we at least have our, like, if nothing else, this is the basic shape our our ship should have, or our engine room. But it'll probably, I'll probably make 2 sections. I'll make a reactor, and then do, this just get, see, this is why I like building in this fashion, is because I get ideas as it goes. Right glass, left glass, center. Okay, so there's windows without glass? That's kind of odd. Oh, interesting. Okay, so let's... Don't need that. Let's do the glass then. Left, center, right? I think that'll work. And then we'll do arch, corner. What else don't we have here? Let's put... Actually, let's do corner there. And pillar there. We'll keep this all building. And then this will be... something like that. That should give us access to most all of the blocks. So what I'd like to do here... Now, see, this is the problem that I'm just now thinking about. If we did something like this, this is where I really can't wait for them to do the combine blocks, because I can't put anything on this block now. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. So, here's my deal. Let's go ahead and remove this stuff. You might be wondering why. I'm going to show you. Because we're actually going to do a bigger floor. And the reason we're going to do a bigger floor is so we can have a window and a corridor. And I hope this ends up working. Like, sometimes my creativity can get away from me, and it ends up being a little bit too big of a project for what I can handle. But I'm kind of liking how this is going to end up looking. So let's start over here. Wait a minute. Is that reflective? I hope I'll be able to see through that. We might have to go ahead and build these really quick just to make sure we can actually see through them. And then we'll do... right. Okay. Let me grab... what do these take? Steel tube, construction component, interior plate. We already have plenty of the interior plates, so that's not a big deal. Just grabbing some more power. And do let me know what you guys think about the whole idea, structure, plans, anything like that. Open to suggestions. And steel tubes. There we go. How many does this take? It's only 2. Okay. That should be at least enough to see if this is going to be the right thing or not. Okay. So we can see what we're doing. Cool. Cool, cool. Now, if we put another one here, so this is kind of where you'll notice there it'll take up a whole block, but if you don't like that corner there, that's what these are used for, which are kind of beautiful. And honestly, this would just become super epic if we could actually get the merging combo block system of medieval engineers in here, because then we could make this a one-path hallway, but still have multiple blocks in it, and it would just be amazing. But this will be kind of cool. We'll be able to look at the reactor while also having, you know, we'll end up doing like a connection system or something to where it can feed in from one of the tops or something like that, to where we don't actually have to be able to access the side hatches, and then it'll all be kind of just a giant reactor room. And then this part we can take back out, and this could be like the section for batteries or something. And then that way we can go with the rest of the ship. Something like that. So let me know what you guys think about that. And in the meantime, I think we're going to end this episode here, and I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I will see you all next time. Peace.